We can start by selecting both clips and dragging and dropping them into the timeline. We can trim this down, and you just want to move the first clip above and the second clip underneath it so they slightly cross into each other. Once you've done that, we're going to search for a transform effect, select both clips, and then apply the transform effect on both of them. We're going to start with clip 1, and at the start of the second clip, you just want to get yourself a scale of 100 on the first one and then set it to 500. You want to move this keyframe almost at the end, but a keyframe back, and then the first one to start right here. And this will just give you a basic zoom in effect. We're also going to smoothen this out and make it better by right clicking and then setting it to ease in. This will just smoothen it up and make it look better. Go to the first keyframe, selecting the second clip, you want to get yourself the scale once again, but for this time you want to set the first one to 100, go further out, and then set this to 120. In order to create this zoom effect, we will have to slightly zoom in to this video just to create that nice smooth motion. For this one, we're going to set it to ease out, and this will look something like this. At the moment, you won't see the second clip because we need to apply a opacity. If you set this to 100 right here, and then get yourself a 0% keyframe, a little bit further out, set this one to 100. This will then blend them together as it transitions. At the moment, this is really slow. And what we're going to do is we're just going to adjust the timing, slightly drag this one further out, and then we're going to fine tune the first one so it starts a little bit earlier. And there we go, that is better. This one is still a little bit slow at the moment, so we're just going to also adjust this second clip. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to apply a scale, select this velocity graph. We're going to drag this one down, drag this one out, and get yourself this nice ramp. And if we have a look at this now, this is going to be a lot smoother. It's still a little bit slow at the moment, so we're just going to move it a little bit further in. And then also move the second clip. Adjust this one as well. We're just going to move the opacity so it starts further up. And there we go. Slightly adjust this one as well. For this one, same as before, we're going to adjust this ramp, and at the moment it doesn't look great. Move this one down. Ramp it up. Also set this one to easy ease. At the moment, it's a little plain and boring, so we're going to further enhance this, and you want to scroll down on the first clip and look for the one that will say shutter angle. You want to turn this on. We're going to move this one back, set this to 360, apply it onto here. And then as soon as it gets to the transition, it will add that motion blur. Same goes for the second clip as well. You want to get yourself the shutter angle, set it to 360 for the first one. And there we go. That is nice and smooth. And then finally, the last effect that we can apply to make this even better, the cherry on top, we can apply a lens distortion. This will further enhance the zoom effect and make it look even more dramatic. If we go to the start of this clip or the second clip, in the distortion, we're going to create a curvature of 0 and then set this to, let's say, -17. And if we have a look at this now, and then near the end, you want to set this one back to 0. Same for the second clip as well, lens distortion, apply it near the end. And for this one, we're going to set it to 0 for the second one, and then let's say -12 for this one. We're going to set it to ease in. There we go, that's better. Same for this one as well, set it to ease in. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of this video. You may also like this next video up on the screen. But until next time, I will see you all in that next video.